Let's talk about it.
Say you don't like the life I live.
Girl, let's talk about it.
Alright, I'm always on the grind.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Always got money on my mind.
Girl, let's talk about it.
Say you don't like this life of mine.
Wanna talk about it.
Yeah, I'm always on the grind.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, I gotta shine.
Let's talk about it.
Always got money on my mind.
Girl, let's talk about it.
Say you don't like this life of mine.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, I'm always on the grind.
Girl, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I gotta shine.
Let's talk about it.
Always got money on my mind.
Girl, let's talk about it.
Hey, what's up, world? What's poppin' with it? Your host, Knowledge is the Key. Hey, let's talk about it. What I want to talk about tonight? I got it. Trust for sure. Hey, April Fools. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. April Fools. Happy New Year's. Whatever that means to you, hey, we're going to talk about it. But hey, it's got me first. First thing I seen today that got me was rest in peace to the late, great Dennis Rodman. Wow. No. Dennis Rodman has confirmed that he's alive and well and very healthy. Nothing is wrong with Dennis Rodman. April Fools. All right. Another subject we'll definitely be talking about tonight. Big U. Is he legendary or was he an industry enforcer? Man, what we're going to go into first tonight is 4 young ladies drinking and going 116 miles an hour on the freeway. Whew. It didn't end well. We're going into a new year. And within the new year, it takes a new thought, new diet, a new you. And we're going to talk about how to create and represent that new best part of you. We're going to talk about it. Phase 1.
You should've seen the look on his mama. Last brother locked up every summer. Come on, man. But you know about ducking through boys every motherfucking morning.
And if the plus, you know that jacket, nigga, focus on your motherfucking family and your daughter. Now focus on the way. Pay attention to the water.
Never focus on their words.
Pay attention to the action. Get a real nigga, make it hey.
I'm the boss on the ship. You can call me the captain. Call us the audience. My whole team like clapping.
You
I'm
know
riding in this big ass Benz blowing that dodo.
that Mike Tyson weed that could knock you out for shadow.
Looking through my neighborhood wondering
When we
gonna come up.
when we gonna stop fumbling? Stop all that fat ass robbing and get some money.
Fuck nigga, that ain't the plug. Tell him, man.
Run, nigga, that rob me, run the mailman.
Change the game.
Get your head gone. Let your good side mama later for 2 weeks.
Find that kid, I hit the dam. What a red light. You dead, Chase? Eve, that baby, say,
Kill the vert, now I'm back to the court. I've been taking some risks, no ain't worried about the consequences. Bitch, you know that I'm ready for it. I can't wait till I get a million so I can go see the dentist and drop off a Christian deal. Put my girls out of penitentiary.
Wow. What can we say? April Fools. As you see there, the majority of the time they was going 116, 92 miles an hour. Somebody knew. Hey, April Fools. It's time to stop believing in the trickery. I mean, if somebody is going 116 miles an hour right next to you and you're recording it, hey, say, if you can't slow down, you can let me out. Man, it didn't end well. RIP to the 3 young ladies that lost their life and the one that's holding on to her life right now. It's diabolical. Diabolical. So go to the next video that we're going to definitely talk about. And I mean, pin anything in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all the above, because it's going to support, something monumental that you're involved in too. But to get back on the next topic, we're going to really get into this. Listen to this.
Commit their body to the ground, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and earth to earth. Looking for the general resurrection in the last day and the life of the world to come through our Lord Jesus Christ, at whose second coming in glorious majesty to judge the world and the earth and the sea, and shall give up the dead, and the corruptible bodies of them that are asleep in him shall be changed and made like unto his own glorious body. This time, Pastor Watson, pray.
Heavenly Father, we come before you once again saying thank you, dear God, even in a situation like
My point of that one, our corruptible bodies. We're going to make sure we remember that, our corruptible bodies. But R.I.P. Tarani, Armani, his 5-year-old daughter, rest in light to those people. But who would ever thought that on the same exact day that they're burying Ronnie and Armani, that this would be taking place? Who would have thought that Yellow Beezy would be, higher for hit on Mo3 on the same exact day? And to take it further, we're going to see one of the most diabolical things we've ever seen in this world, man.
The freeway blocked off. Need to get y'all together, dog. God, Nick can't get on the fucking freeway. Man, Law got the freeway blocked off all the way on Pope, dog. The f they got going? Yeah. Slack. What was that? Yeah. I got my brother's. I'll be covered in. Just around. Finna pop some bottles, bitch. It's bottle popping time. House party time. Butt naked time. Yeah. Pump the gang. Hey, y'all need to stop tripping on the internet, man. Y'all tripping, bro. I'm just on that big chop, nigga. Y'all go subscribe right now. YouTube channel, motherfucking swipe up Apple Music, bitch. All that shit I'm saying, nigga, that's all the fucking CD, bitch. This shit jumped a week or 2 or 3 ago, motherfucker. Get that shit, nigga. Chill.
God body. Shout out to the goddess, Miss Olika Green. God body. Definitely shout out that way. And just to say, who would have thought the same exact day? And by the way, Mo3's transition took place on an odd day, 11/11 of 2020 at 11 o'clock. There are specific things where there's like signs and signals to the earth of just the times we're in. And not saying that they are bad times. They are great times that we are in. Because when they say an awakening or what, we're going to keep on with the diabolical measures right now. We're not just going to say diabolical, but it's somewhat is. Let's talk.
You know what I'm saying? They say you on the run. Is that true? We'll just cut it out. You know what I'm saying? We'll just cut it out. You know what I'm saying? They say you on the run. Is that true?
Hell no.
Okay, I was just asking that what they say.
That's that internet shit, bro.
Yeah, they were like, ask him, is he on the run? I'm like, nah, I ain't seen nothing like that.
There we go. To anybody that says that Trap Boy Freddy is not on the run, you see him there. That's that internet. The same thing that said, hey, the freeway's blocked. The most diabolical moment anyone has ever seen. And who could say that God Mo3 definitely did, you know what I'm saying? He put that energy out there as well. Like they all benefited from tragic points in time, but this is a new year we're talking about. April Fools. April to all the fools out there. This is a new year. The grass is growing. The seeds that were planted and the rain that's happened, there's new plants growing. There's new thoughts growing. There is a whole new day growing and brewing right under your feet and over your feet. Recognize, hey, is all of these things distractions? Or are they distractions? I mean, we've heard people say that they are distractions, but what is the chance that the same day Little Ronnie is buried, Yellow Beezy gets arrested for a hit on Mo3? And they say, hey, what will happen after this? A lot of people are worried about what will happen after this. Meanwhile, there is so many other things taking place with your life from day to day. And the truth of the matter is that who can you run to? Who can you speak to? The majority of us, we're not brought up in a tribe situation. We're not brought up in a situation where you have support, where somebody say, hey, pull yourself up. Everything's going to be okay. It's been okay up until this point. It's going to be okay. The most people are going to say April Fools. Their point in knowing people is temporary, very temporary. Why do I say that? Let's look. Let's look here. You're talking about once people that were cool and something went sour somewhere. Big U. You know what I'm saying? Like Little Durk. Once at the top of the industry, at the top, very tip top of the industry, now locked in cages. Why, you ask? They say the streets know. The streets know. But what are the streets? What are the streets when, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little code measure right there. But what are the streets when you go back and forth, you do all these different things, and after you do them, after you do things like
The freeway blocked off, need to get y'all together, dog. God, you can't get on the fucking freeway. Man, Lord got the freeway.
Let's keep it real. If this is the life we live, then once the police come or other people come with guns and they arrest you, you're supposed to go out the same way. If this is what we're living. But let's keep it real. We want to do better. This is a new year. It's a new day. It's a new wave, new form of thinking. God body. Like, let's do this a different, the Ka and the Ba. What is that? Opposites attract. There are a lot of you that you think a certain way. Let's take it this way. One person is religious, one person is spiritual. The person that is religious, they really have more spiritual essence than the person that's saying they're spiritual. The person that religious is saying, hey, I believe in Jesus, and Jesus says that your God is just like my God. They're the same God, and we roll together. The person that says they're spiritual says, nah, my God is different than your God because you believe in Jesus. They have created a conflict that there should be resolution to, that there's no need for the conflict. The person that's religious says that we're same, they're agreeable, and the person that's spiritual could be saying that we're different. Or it could be vice versa. Most of the time, it's going to be the religious person that says the spiritual person, God is different. But it's April Fools. It's time to wake up a different way. A fool can play intelligent, or they can play the fool. Somebody who's playing intelligent, it's difficult for them to play the fool the majority of time. But hey, we're in a world where water bends. Water bends. Thoughts bend. So hey, yeah, let's upgrade here because yeah, I don't want to see any more of the Mo3 situations with Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy. There's losses for everyone. I heard Trap Boy Freddy say some of the greatest things in that interview that you would have ever seen somebody speak. He basically broke down the rap game. He said, hey, I'm always been about the money. The money is the only thing that interests him. He got features with rappers like Young Thug, different people that end up, by the way, being caught in situations too, but did features with these people when they came through because that was the thoughts of a hustler. Now you have someone like Mo3 whose his thoughts are different, and it's shown even after his passing. I mean, his brother everybody say he was on what he was saying. He was on that. So now you look at someone that says he's on that. He said that that's probably the most talented person is the person who goes all the way in with their gift. The person who goes all the way in with their gift and it's not about the money, that is probably the most talented person, in which who could say anything different when it comes to Mo3? Like, it was a long time coming. I mean, the guy was great at his craft. I mean, awesome at his craft. Now, did the other things behind that cost him his life? Maybe so. He lived a certain way, and you know, whatever happened, you know, the world is here talking about it now today. Now that there is a trial taking place and there are different things that are going to happen, everyone's talking about this situation once again. And who would have thought? And once we break this down, we're going to break this down a way that I don't think anyone is breaking this down. Now, let's definitely say this. There was a spiritual lady. When I say that this happened on a spiritual time, 11/11, there happened to be a spiritual person that he had just talked to. One spiritual person tells the other person he's going to be murdered. Something's going to happen to him. So these were like warnings, and it still happened. It was something that was going to happen that the world should learn from. The world should learn from. Like, how can, if you're telling somebody the things that are correct and they don't want to hear you, or something is deaf, where they're picking the flesh over picking the spirit. If your spirit is saying, hey, look, this is going on, and it has nothing to do with your control over a person, it has nothing to do with the physical, it only has to do with the spiritual element. And I mean, the spiritual element is if you hold your breath for 2 to 4 minutes right now, you lose consciousness. Losing consciousness means that you're not getting air. The thing around you, this is consciousness. So if you quit breathing for 2 to 4 minutes, you lose consciousness because you're not breathing. So the things that automatically makes your heart beat, makes your blood flow, all of this is consciousness. So if your consciousness is telling you or giving you informations about things that are around you and say, hey, pay attention, and you try to tell somebody and they won't listen, and those are probably not people that need to be around you. If people don't want to hear the choice that in the new year, if they don't want to hear the truth, and what is the truth? You ask, like, people's truths are different. I mean, face it, it's 2025. People believe in all type of different things. But if your truth, if someone is going 116 miles an hour down the road and they drinking, let me out the vehicle. Let me out the vehicle. Man, do I need to show this video one more time? Because this was crazy. Like, I want us to actually learn from this. Like, let's learn from the things that are taking place today.
Should've seen the look on his mama. Last brother locked up every summer. But you know about ducking through boys every motherfucking morning.
And if the plug see you know that jacket, nigga focus on your motherfucking family and your daughter, and they'll focus on the way. Pay attention to the water.
Never focus on their words.
Pay attention to the action. Get a real nigga make
I'm the boss on the ship. You can call me the captain. Call us the audience. My whole team like clapping.
You
I'm
know
riding in this big ass Benz blowing that dodo.
that Mike Tyson weed that could knock you out for
Looking through my neighborhood wondering
When we
when we gonna come up.
When we gonna stop fumbling? Stop all that fat ass robbery and get some money.
Fuck nigga, that ain't the plug. Tell him, man.
Fuck nigga, that rob me, right about me.
Change the game.
Get your head gone. Let your good side mama later for 2 weeks.
man, stop all that funny ass peddling and get some money. Get some money, but you drinking with 4 people, man. Rest in light to them 3 people that lost their life. Like, rest in light to them because, man, like, we chasing the money, but you're going 116 miles an hour drinking with 4 people in a vehicle. Like, let's talk about it. Make it make just a little bit of sense. Can we make this make just a little bit of sense? Like, everybody's going through the most, but don't chase the bag, only to forfeit it. We see so many people chasing the bag all day and then put themselves in 10-second situations that forfeit everything they're working for. So what's the purpose? If you can't, if spirit can't guide you, or if the universe or what you feel can't guide you, if it can't speak to you, then what are you? You either have the flesh, or the spirit. They are both intertwined. We are indivisible dualities. Indivisible dualities is what we are. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. It's time to awaken a different measure of thinking. A different measure of thinking, a different life. God body. God body. What's up to the goddess, Wanda? Wanda Jones, what is good? What's popping, goddess? Word life. Hey, you know, we talking about it. We are in those times where, you know, it's a new year. It's April 1st. April Fools. It's April 1st. But, you know, there's a lot of us that have intuition, gifts, different things that we're all a part of a puzzle that's all a part of the same puzzle. And it's like we want to play our parts. We want to be honest with the people we love to say, hey, you're going through this, man. That person you're around, every time you're around them, things happen this weird, this out of bounds. It might be a generational curse, and I've seen this in my family before, and it's repeating again. And it's repeating why? Because the people before you didn't learn what they were supposed to see. They didn't quite digest what they were supposed to see. So April Fools, we can play the fool, but let's not be the fool. I'm tired of seeing 1 in every 3 of people of what they call black end up incarcerated. I can talk to my partners, the dudes, about how fine a girl is and how you want to smash, but you're not worried about building a business. I've never had a conversation with you about making a business happen, making a joint venture happen. What can we go get a farm over here and you grow the avocados? I'll take care of the chickens, but the eggs, and get those. Like, we can help each other on so many different levels, but the only thing we worried about is drama. We are distracted so big, and I get it. I get it. Mo3 is murdered on the highway 5 years ago. They just captured a person that they say put a hit on him. Meanwhile, all his financial records, everything he's done is being investigated the whole 5 years. So, I mean, people like Big U, like, once again, I say, Big U, he's arrested on a lot of different charges. Are these distractions or are these real? Like, he's arrested. They say he's an industry enforcer. However, you know, he's arrested even for homicides where somebody made a diss song and they end up dead. Like, Little Dirt. Come on, you talking about one of the top people in the music industry, incarcerated. Man, you talking about putting money, and what do they always say? The streets know. The streets always know what's happening, but what are the streets? Like, what are the streets? There's no rules or regulations out here. Moral code and moral ethic has been out of the window for some. Are there just 444,000 that really think that, hey, we can do better? Like, I don't mind hearing if I'm wrong. I want you to tell me I'm wrong so I can learn to get right. I think I can be perfect in this life, even in this vessel. I understand this vessel has limitations, but I can be perfect. Whatever the essence of me is can really be perfect. You can be perfect. There is no doubt about it. Whatever the essence of you is already perfect. If you hear, like, share, subscribe, you're perfect. We are together. This is support. I don't mind supporting you. shouldn't mind supporting. Man, there are married couples out here that would be ecstatic if somebody who did massages or Reiki or could actually release something and they touch a person, the person is pissed next to them because they're like, that's my husband or that's my wife. They will be possessive in a certain situation where I probably shouldn't be, that person probably shouldn't be my possession because somebody's going to help them. And I have to be able to accept that. They knew somebody before they knew me, so I'm not going to compare loves. It's like, it's all love. It's all love. Like, it's all great gratitude, whatever we call it. So people argue nowadays over good morning, grand rising. That's an argument. What the fuck are we in? Hey, this is after a year after the eclipse. Was the eclipse like a werewolf for me? Or was this some type of full moon that hit the world? Because, hey, there's been a lot of changes after the eclipse. And it is something that I personally am going to address because prior to the eclipse last year, what better to break this story than now? Prior to the eclipse of last year, prior to the eclipse, this is what I seen, man. Rest in light to the God body, Dirty Mac, man. Like, man, this is my, well, you say partner, man. This was my Ace Boone Coon. My Ace Boone Coon, like real life. God body, man. Rest in light to the God, man. You talking about I would have never seen this. Never could have seen this coming. Never could I see this coming, but believe it or not, the same sequence happened twice. Twice. You talking about I'm going here and man, this is who's literally driving on the way there to Dirty Mac's funeral. Ice Water. You talking about he's driving, actually me there. We all ride there together. We come back from the funeral and days later, after the funeral, he's robbed and murdered himself. Rest in light. On April 4th. April 4th. RIP to Ice Water. Scipion Good, man. Like, Ashe, like great energy to his family. His mother actually keeps me updated. The trial for his transition will be taking place in June. And after this happened, so basically to say this, I had one friend pass from pancreatic cancer. As you can see here, you know, bro is very healthy, just right here in December. Like he's okay. And you talk about months later, April 13th, he's gone. We're all worried about when is his funeral after April 13th. Come March 4th, RIP Ice Water, Scipion Good. And you literally mean that right after all this happened, Tavares Marbury in Alabama, AKA Chicken, around the same time finding out that he has pancreatic cancer. Yeah, man, go to Alabama, check him out, see everything, you know, is what it is with Chicken. I go visit him, only to find out that Mike Wells is killed 5 days later. Rest in peace to Mr. Like That and Chicken, AKA Tavares Marbury. Man, rest in peace to them. So I seen the same situation twice in 1 year. And it's like, wow, I know the world is a duality. I know we're kind of in what we call a matrix or whatever you would call this. But there has to be a lesson or something deeper that we're learning through this. And then after this whole thing, man, like I see P. Diddy go to jail. You talking about, you see Julio Fulio get killed on his birthday. Like, whoa, this Scooter. Rest in peace to young Scooter in Atlanta. Same thing. He gets killed on his birthday. Wow. It's like, what are we actually living? What are we living? What's taking place? What are you supposed to see? What am I supposed to see? Together we can figure it out. But opposite, AI is going to figure us out. So we can tell AI to go to a higher level of thinking or a lower level. You know, not only did Lil Ronnie die, which a lot of people from so-called hood fame celebrated Mo3's passing, and then Lil Ronnie passes on the same day Yellow Beezy is arrested for the hit on Mo3. It's like, man, who could make this stuff up? You couldn't possibly make it up. I don't think you could possibly make this up. But like I say, all in 1 week, Big U, Fez, Lil Ronnie's funeral, Yellow Beezy gets arrested. These are in a 2-day span. And not to mention Angie Stone. Man, to the rest in light to the goddess. Her death has to be very questionable, to say the least. To say the least. If you look at Angie Stone, she complains about not being paid for her masters. Different things happen that have happened to other people. And all of a sudden, she gets hit by a vehicle. Out of 9 people in one vehicle, she's the only person that didn't make it from the situation alive. How? We have to start asking these questions. You know, a long time ago, rest in life to Left Eye. But she says, hey, Dr. Sebi has the cures for everything. He knows how to cure everything. What happens? And yeah, we still don't speak to each other in truth or in light. People are offended if you speak to them in truth or in light. They want to hear, like, if somebody say that they spinning and you say, hey, man, you only spinning on people that look exactly like you. Like, you know, different than what the Klan is. Like, I think that's a program. They say, click. Shit, I don't want to hear that. No one wants to hear something that they don't want to correct. If someone is not interested in being perfect or interested in correcting, they're not going to want to hear correct. They're gonna say, I didn't ask you to be corrected. Well, guess what? I only want to be around entities that want to live better, that want to do better. This is my interest. This is my purpose. So if you following your purpose and I'm following my purpose, I feel like we'll be at Godspeed. We'll be in a perfect alignment. But if that's not your goal, we're probably not going to be in alignment. So, hey, April Fools, God body. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you was right here with me today. One love. Hey, we're going to make sure we do this way more often. And we out. God